Just a very short video from me. I'm going through my comments as I do after I've posted the video because um, I always like to try to reply to people's comments because I'm not doing this for kind of ego reasons and whatever. And if somebody has spent some time writing something, I'm old-fashioned, so I believe that they deserve some sort of response. However, what I do think is that the 77th Brigade exists, and I think that there are some bad actors out there, and then there are also a lot of kind of foolish people who blindly repeat things that the 77th Brigade want put out there, and the powers that shouldn't be, they kind of like that. They kind of laugh at the dumb repeater stations, the normies, and they can put out anything, and then the normie repeater station, through their controlled opposition truthers, they can put out anything, and they won't. The controlled opposition truthers, they won't check anything out. They won't check it out for themselves. They'll just repeat whatever nonsense they've been primed to repeat. So again, we're talking about this Hanta thing, the Hanta virus, right? So various people in my comments have been going, oh, in Hebrew, it means XYZ, or spelt backwards in whatever, Hungarian or whatever, it means XYZ. And so what I decided to do was just to put this into Google Translate, and I'll just show you. So some people have been claiming that Hanta in Hebrew means nonsense. Now, the thing is that in Hebrew they use different letters. They use kind of that, and it goes the writing goes from right to left, not left to right. But anyway, Google says that translates to this kind of word in Hebrew, shutuyot, which has got nothing to do with Hanta, either written forwards or backwards, right? So Hanta in Hebrew doesn't mean nonsense. Let's have a look. When I've tried putting it into Google Translate, it just says it means nothing. But if you reverse Hanta in Hebrew, it means you stopped. So don't know what that means. Probably nothing. Somebody made some claim about Hanta meaning nonsense in Hungarian. So I checked that one out as well. Total nonsense. So the other thing to say, of course, is that I don't rule out the possibility that they can manipulate Google Translate results, of course. And I think the main point of this video is think twice before, I don't know, it might be Sheep Farm or something. They say that word XYZ in a particular language means something in English, or check it. You have to check it out for yourself. And even if you use Google Translate, that's not good enough, I don't think, because those results can be manipulated. I think the only way to know for sure is to speak to a native speaker of that language and ask them. So you'd have to find a native speaker of Hebrew and say to them, like, is there any word that's in your language that sounds like Hanta? And if so, what does that word mean? Or you can say to them, in your language, if you reverse the word Hanta, so that Anta, or whatever it is, what does that mean? Does it mean anything? Because I think what they're doing is it's peasant mockery again. It's like, oh, these stupid NPCs and normies, they'll literally repeat any pile of crap that we prime them to repeat through one of our approved opposition or controlled opposition truthers. And I think what we have to do is start being a little bit more savvy about this and not blindly going along with it. We need to check it out ourselves before we decide to repeat nonsense. So yes, that's all I want to say today. So God bless.